Hi, I'm Chris Cromer. I'm Director of Operations and Product Manager of the .cpa domains for CPA.com. I'm here with Leanne O'Gorman, who is the Senior Manager of Strategic Partnerships and Business Development at CPA Site Solutions. We want to share with you today several trends that we are seeing in the branding and website space. I'm going to start with the first trend, which is simply that they're no longer using founder names for the firm name or their online presence. All right, so a good example of this is Brian Davis. He has a firm in Florida, Brian Davis CPA. And for his online presence, he's doing business as One Stop CPA and the domain name onestop.cpa. This is a great example of using a short, memorable, catchy domain to really make your firm stand out from others, especially in search results. In just one word, one domain name, you can tell exactly what Brian's firm is all about. He's a one-stop shop for CPA services.
Your brand is often the first place that people are meeting you, and it can be before they even come to your door. They're starting at the search bar and looking and learning about you. So in that environment, it's really important to have a digital-first identity. It's not about just having a good-looking website, but it's about how you're found, how you're understood, and how you're trusted. So what we're seeing with high-performing firms right now are a couple of different things in their online presence. They do have a customized website. It reflects their brand. It's optimized for search, and it uses clear and concise messaging and language so that firms can understand what your value is, and it will build confidence. At the end of the day, we're in the people business. We're in a trust-based relationship business. And so as much as you can show your brand, it's your culture, it's your personality, it's what it's going to be like working with you. So it's a preview into that. So anything you can do to signal that, building the trust with the domain and a website that really tells your story is going to be a powerful tool. Another trend that we're wanting to talk about today is a little bit about building some credibility and trust before you even have that first conversation with content. Content is a really powerful tool. Another thing we're seeing is multiple formats on content. When we look at younger generations and how you communicate with them, they're very self-serve. They want to go out and learn about a firm, and they might go out on social, they might go on your website, they might go to ChatGPT, they might do a search. They're not just doing everything from word of mouth. And even if they do from word of mouth, they're still going to go to Google and learn a little bit more.
Okay, our last trend is that people are no longer using .com as their domain name for their online presence. They're using these new TLDs or top-level domains like .cpa because they can get more catchy, memorable, shorter domains. Since 2012, there's been over 1,200 new top-level domains introduced to the internet address space. Everything from .bank, .realtor, .cpa, .xyz.io, the list goes on and on. This is a great way to get the domain that you always wanted, but you could never get in .com. And we see this more and more. That's not the end of the story, right? You get a great name. You also have to have a great website and great content to back that up as well.
Absolutely. And as a CPA, you're trusted to begin with. Why wouldn't you have that in your domain name? It's not something that everyone can get. I love the clarity in firms' names. Actually, we have a clarity.cpa client. There's a lot of firms out there, even with similar names. And if they're all that similar name with .com, you're getting lost in the crowd. So it's an important way to help you stand out. And as things evolve and we're seeing all the TLDs, it's a smart move for firms to make now as part of their digital presence.